Good morning, everyone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good afternoon. I'm tripping. That's my bad. Welcome to Saturday. Hey, y'all. I'm Sharita Bagby with I Am Goddess Life, and I think really the only thing we can do right now is just go ahead. Let's step into the goddess realm. Hey y'all, thanks so much for bearing with me. I know that it is much later than we've been accustomed to, especially this whole week. Thank you for working with me. I am still on the road, but we are making it happen. I'm thrilled because you know what? Not only did I go to farmer's market this morning, but I made it to the gym. Hey, good morning, Jessica. I'm glad you're here. So we are going to dive in, and you guys know the deal. First off, grab a glass of water. We're going to social it up, chug-a-lug, boop. Make sure you hit like when you're done. And I'm going to grab my gallon. Oh. So I just want to give you a heads up. I see you're like. I just want to give you a heads up. There's a lot going on in the house today, so there might be a little bit of noise. I got my little buddy over here. So we're going to just keep rolling regardless, all right? By the way, y'all are welcome to ask questions at any time. If you want, you are always welcome to go to my website at iamgoddesslife.com and request your free personal reading. Otherwise, you can also look further down on the page and you will find where you can book a full detailed session. Sometimes people find that, you know, not all their questions get answered in one session, or they're still working on a progression of things. So you're welcome to purchase a series as well. Just throwing that out there. In the meantime, let's dive in. Thank you, God. Thank you to our angels, our guides, for all the amazing messages you've been giving us, for making it clear and concise and making it applicable to each of our lives. We ask that you continue to guide and direct our message and help us to know exactly what it is that we need to be doing right now, especially as we move into this new moon tomorrow. All these many wonderful things. Oh, we also ask that anyone who hears this message be blessed by it abundantly. All these many things we ask in unconditional love. Amen. All right, y'all, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Hey, Shannon, I'm glad to have you. So where's our message coming from today? That's the real question. Now, this is interesting. We normally get this as a clarifier, but we're going to talk to our life purpose deck. And I think, Archangel Michael, is that what you're telling me? Yes, that was a resounding yes. So I think what we're going to do, yeah, let's get into our life purpose deck. And especially as we are, like I said, moving into new moon. Now, guys, I have to apologize. I just have not had a chance to sit down and record everything. The upshot is that I do have access to some amazing new software. I want to thank the CEO of Webinar Geo, Walt Bayless, for hooking a girl up. So I am attempting to get that going. And Jessica says, amen. I'm attempting to get that going so we can use this new software. It is amazing. I've been on this side of it, but I haven't been on that side of it in terms of the presenting side. So I am going to play with that a little bit this afternoon and see what we can make happen. So thank you, Archangel Michael. What is it that you have for us? And this is funny. Look, guys, I don't know if you can see her. Oh, she just moved. Dog's looking at me like, what are we doing? Huh? What's going on? So what we're going to do, let's see. What do you have for us going into, woo! Not sure if you saw that one. Into this new moon. This is interesting. 3 cards. Okay. Archangel Michael, what do you have for us going into this new moon? And I'm going to back up. I prefer you guys to be able to see me shuffle. Primarily, so you know I'm not out here picking cards out the deck all willy-nilly. A lot of times they're flying out. Thank you, Archangel Michael. We're going to grab this one here. Archangel Michael, what do you have for us? Now, just on a sidebar, Jessica, I can't wait to see you in a few weeks. We've got a little girls trip planned, so I'm excited. Super, super excited. All right, cut the deck. No? Shuffle. Okay, we'll keep shuffling. That was my own impatience. Thank you, Archangel Michael. What do you have for us today? All right, got it. Ooh, now we have some awesome stuff here, guys. So the first card that we have, this is interesting. We have flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. And again, I'm sorry, there's a bit of a glare. I don't have my other camera set up. I'm not sure where the glare is coming from. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Would you please? Let's see how that does. Actually, that works. That's a little better. I thank you. Thank you, cousin. All right, so working with flowers. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. Now, I want to come back to that because I think there's going to be more to that than what's initially coming to my head. Jessica says, right? Fun. And then some. Girls just want to have fun. All right, and then we have healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. Healer, you have a spiritual gift of healing and the desire to share it with others. And again, guys, we're going to bring it full circle. Oh my gosh, now this is one of my favorite cards. I fully accept this card in my life. Infinite abundance, okay? You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Okay, now I'm going to try and angle this. One of the two things in particular with this card, we see she's just got this cornucopia of like food, of abundance. Like it's just free flowing and forthright, right? She's not hunting and gathering and pecking and searching and, ooh, I hope. Like there's just this abundance of food. The other thing that we see in particular is, look, I'm sorry, I'm going to try and, okay, I'm not really sure. There we go. Oh. At any rate, we've got the sun or light behind her head. And one of the things that we want to take from that in particular is the abundance isn't just the physical manifestations here on this earth, but that's also an abundance of knowledge. And what did it say in particular? You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine purpose, your God-given life purpose, your divine mission here on this earth. You're fully supported. So one of the things in particular that I'm taking from this is, again, we had flowers. And I'm so sorry, guys. Let me try one more thing to see if this helps with, oh, that helps a little bit. Okay. So we have flowers. Notice she's just kind of chilling, right? This isn't like a labor, you know, if it's a labor of love. She's chilling. She's not at work. She's not like freaking out about anything. It just says working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessing to others through your life purpose. So I would take this kind of like this. One of the big things that we get from flowers, two things in particular. Number one, working in nature is a great way to ground yourself. Oftentimes we have prayers, we have thoughts, we have intentions that are going up. But we need to ground ourselves and open ourselves to allow that to come in, right? The spiritual energy to come down, the energy, the gifts from the divine to come down. The second thing in particular, and I know we're having a little bit of internet issues, in particular is when we're working with flowers. This typically signifies working in the light, right? So this could be great for a lot of you light workers out there. In doing so, also recognizing that you have an innate ability within you to heal yourself, to help heal others. And as you explore that innate ability, and I want to be clear about this, guys, and I'm sorry, I know we're having a little bit of internet connection issues, so I will do my best to keep it short so that we can get through it before the internet gets funny again. But again, I just want to recap. Flowers here. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessing to others through your life purpose. And I'm not sure what y'all were able to hear or not hear, but two things. Number one, flowers allows us to ground, working in nature. Kind of take that as a symbol for nature. It allows us to ground to the earth. So we have our thoughts, our intentions, our prayers are going up to heaven, right? Out to the universe, up to God. And then And in doing so, and in grounding and in working in nature, we got that environmentalism card earlier in this week, Mawu. It helps us to, again, be able to open up the channel for those things to come down into our physical world. Flowers also, for many people, signify to you are to be working in the light. Let your light shine. You are to be working in the light. One of the things in particular, I was at farmer's market this morning, right? And I love, I didn't get it because I didn't see any that I absolutely loved. But in particular, I love to bring fresh flowers into the home. You know, it's nice when you have plants, and it's nice, you know, you may have something a little artificial to make it look a little homey. But in particular, fresh flowers, just, you know, I don't know if you guys are accustomed to it, but bringing fresh flowers into your home is like bringing fresh life into the home. Not only are they pretty to look at, but really, you kind of look at them and you're like, oh, you know, so really just getting back to nature. One of the other things you may take from this is also, you know, total wellness is mind, body, and spirit. Working with herbs. Just going to throw that out there. That popped in my mind. And then the second card we got was healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So I want you to take this like this. You know, it might not be that you are, you know, for example, a doctor, but there might be something in your life and in your life purpose that you have figured out. You have figured out something within your life that helps you to be a better person, helps you to walk in your life purpose, helps you to control the fear or the frustration or the anxiety. Whatever that is, it's healing towards you. It's energizing. And you have an innate ability and desire to share it with others. And so you're directly being prompted to do so. It's a part of your life purpose. Even if it's, you know, learning how to play the violin, and the violin just really makes you feel at peace. Doesn't matter. That it's healing to you. It's soothing to you. You have an innate ability within you to heal. Now, I want you to take this another way. Sometimes when we are going through things in life, right, we have the tendency to look outside of us for answers. But remember, we are divinely connected at all times. You are not separate from God. So look within. You will find, you will discover your own innate healing power, both in the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the financial, the emotional, all of the above, and then and all the other ols. You have an innate ability and a desire to share it with others, and you're being directed to go ahead and share it with others. Sit. So make sure that you're doing so. And in doing so, guys, this is what's so awesome. And in living your life purpose and in walking your life purpose, you have an infinite abundance. Infinite, like as in never ending. Lay down. Lay down. As in never ending, right? And in walking in your life purpose, you are fully supported. You are fully supported. And I want to talk about this again. Not just in your physical realm in terms of the cornucopia, see she's got the just the abundance of food, but also in your spiritual realm, in your mental realm. You see the sun behind her head, or the light behind her head, kind of denotes a rise in consciousness, a rise in understanding, a rise in your divinity. As you walk in your life purpose, you get more and more clarity, more and more understanding. So really, guys, at the end of the day, one of the biggest things we want to make sure that we're doing, again, because total wellness is mind, body, spirit, that we are in alignment with ourselves, that our minds aren't over here and our bodies are over here and our emotions are over there. And then we wonder why we feel so topsy-turvy and so chaotic all the time. And I just heard fairies. Okay, so we're going to grab our fairy deck real quick. But again, making sure that you are in alignment with yourself. And for some people, some of you have been messaging me and you're like, okay, I just have so much going on right now. There's so much change in my world. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. I'm not sure if I'm moving in the right direction. And one of the biggest things that I'll say to you in particular is to sit down and start writing. Don't type, don't text, grab a pen, put pen to the paper, and just write the first thing that comes to your mind. We're going to do some stream of conscious writing. Even if you have to start by saying, okay, Sharita suggested I write. I'm really not sure what to write, but I'm going to write. And just start writing. Ask yourself questions and let it flow. And what you'll find is you'll start to connect with your divinely guided intuition. You'll be amazed what answers come. Jessica says, I just started a detox. Improving health. Yes. Yes, and the one thing I want you to do with this, Jessica, as you're starting a physical detox, I want you to also start taking note in your mental and emotional realm. Are there things that maybe you're clinging to, or thoughts or feelings that don't necessarily support your highest good? We want to make sure that when we're doing these things, we're doing these detoxes, we're doing these things to improve our body, whether it be our bodies, our minds, our spirit, our financial health, what have you. Setting intentions, we want to be setting them out of love and abundance. So sometimes we get in the mindset of, I'm going to do this detox because I hate the way that I look, or I'm uncomfortable, or I don't like. And really what we want to be doing is focusing on the love and abundance within us, showing ourselves unconditional love. I'm doing this because I love myself so much that I want to be improved. I want to be better. So I want to take it back a step. Remember, this is why I call it I am Goddess Life, because we operate from the standpoint of the I am. I think the dog is over here like passing gas on me. But we want to operate, hi Drea, from the standpoint of the I am. So I am beautiful. I am healthy. I am doing this detox as a way to refine and improve. Does that make sense? Give me a couple of thumbs up if that makes sense. In the meantime, we are going to talk to our fairies here. See what we got going on. Thank you, fairies. What do you have for us today? Oh, hello. Okay. Wow, guys. Patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unforeseen factors that need to occur. What you are asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Now, here's one of the things I love about this card in particular. If you look at this fairy, look at how she's dressed. She's got just a hodgepodge of everything on, right? She's in her natural element. She's not worried about anything. She almost looks like she's playing. She's just moving about her day, right? She's not focused on what it looks like. Oh my gosh, how does my outfit look? Oh my gosh, what are other people going to think? She's like, nah, I got this. I'm going to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to walk in my life purpose. And I understand that there are things happening behind the scenes that God, the universe, are bringing me that must occur first. All right. So I want to peep back here to Jessica. Jessica says, yes, there are definitely some unneeded, unhealthy thoughts. I've started to turn those off and remind myself that they're not necessary, not healthy. Amen, girl. I'm so glad to hear that. And that's really a big thing. You know, one of the big reasons, and I'll admit this, I struggled for a long, long time in my fitness journey and in my health journey because I was looking at myself from a place of lack. I hate the way that I look. I'm not comfortable, blah, blah, blah. And I was doing these things from a lack mindset and then wondering why I kept feeling like I was lacking something. But the instant I started to recognize, you know what, Shrita, you're awesome the way that you are. Yeah, we're going to improve some things. We're going to tighten up, tone, firm, what have you. But you also are awesome. Loving myself unconditionally, no matter what it looks like. And really, especially when it comes to the fitness game. Every area of life, but especially the fitness game, you got to have patience. Oh, my goodness. You got to have patience. Are we getting anything? One more. Okay. Thank you, fairies. What do you have for us? All right. I think we're going to... Ooh, hello. This is actually the card. Your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. Your desire is within reach. Have faith. Everything is working in your favor, which is, again, so amazing because we were just told, patience, please. There's some unforeseen factors happening, but don't sweat it. Everything is within your reach. So one of the things that I'm getting in particular is as we move into our life purpose, and what I'm hearing with flowers is as we open up our hearts, as we accept the things that come natural to us, right? That we begin to allow ourselves to move within our life purpose, understanding that we have things within us, that natural gifts and abilities that we want to share with others, whether it be a method to better eyesight, and I say that because Jessica, that's your wheelhouse. Whether it be a method to, feeling good about yourself or learning how to speak positive, whether it be a method to, hey, sit, whether it be a method to, down, whether it be a method to do anything, to bring joy and abundance in your life, whether it be a method to help people to maintain their vehicles, anything, it doesn't matter what it is, right? So, but you have an innate desire within you. You have an ability to where it comes natural to you, and you have a desire to share it with others. Think about those things, because those are the things that align with your life purpose. Those are the things that align with your heart's desires. Those are the things that were divinely ordained to you, the gifts that were given to you. So healer, I don't want you to think about, a doctor or a spiritual healer. You are a healer in your own right. You have the ability, again, because we look outside of ourselves so many times, you have the ability within you. You are not separate from God. You are divinely created. You have divine intuition. Follow it. All right? And as you do so and you trust and follow, didn't we just get the card yesterday that said trust and follow your divinely guided intuition? As you trust and follow your divinely guided intuition and you move further and further into your life purpose, you're fully supported. You are fully supported. It says you are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine purpose. And again, she's got this huge cornucopia of food. So not just in your physical world, I'll lean it back a little bit, but also in your spiritual world as well. You gain deeper understanding, deeper clarity. A lot of times, guys, when we're working to move into our life purpose, we're like, okay, I'm here. I want to be here. Not really sure how to get between. Maybe you even know how to get between, but you're like, how is this ever going to happen? How can I ever do this? And really, as you just start to take those steps, as you begin to open up your heart to the thoughts, to the ideas, as you begin to align yourself with your life purpose, you'll find that the blessings just flow. They flow ridiculously. Now, flip side of the coin. For some of you, you're moving into your life purpose. You're doing what we call the shadow work. You're recognizing, okay, these are the things that have been holding me back. These are the thoughts and the feelings, the old past hurts that I've been clinging to that don't serve my highest good. And you're beginning to shed light on them and heal them and integrate those aspects of self in with you. We're not ignoring ourselves, because then we're not whole and complete people. We are going into the shadow. We are casting light on it. Okay, wait a minute. Where did this negative thought come from? Why is it that every time I'm in this situation, I feel this kind of way? Some of it stems back from childhood. Some of it, we honestly just made up in our minds. We assumed other people felt a certain kind of way that didn't really apply to us, right? Doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, now that we recognize it, we can then begin to heal it. Give ourselves love. Javon talked about this yesterday in her on yesterday's video in her testimonial, about how when we were doing when she was in a private session. I only share this because she shared it. Otherwise, I do not share private sessions, but I only share it because she shared it. How when she was working with her mom, or developing a greater relationship with her mom, in the past, it was that mindset before the conversation that kind of put her on the defense. And now she's gotten to a point where it's like, okay, I've got to be able to open up, give love, receive love in order so that I can give love. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a couple of thumbs up if that makes sense. Let me stop here. Drea says, so just had an aha moment. Not only do we need to love ourselves where we are, we need to love others where they are. Boom. Exactly. And it's interesting, because there's a lot of times where within ourselves, we look around to other people and we're like, I feel so behind, or I feel like I'm not this, or I'm not that. And the fact of the matter is, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And we have to love and accept ourselves where we are, because if we're not satisfied here, how are we going to be satisfied there? When you get to a place of being whole and complete and loving yourself, you just automatically elevate. And Drea, you're right. The second part of it is recognizing everyone is in a different stage in their journey, and we have to love people where they're at. We can't necessarily force, we can't necessarily drag them along. When there, as the old saying goes, when the student's ready, the master will appear. But we also have to recognize where people are at in their lives and love them where they're at. And you know, I'm the type of person where I'm like, let's go. So I constantly have to remind myself, Sharita, back up. Because if you push, you're pushing with force, and that force creates a disconnect. It creates and the exact word that comes is a repulsion. And that's not what we want, right? So we love people where they're at unconditionally, whether it be, you know, the crack house or the White House, you know, and everything in between. We love them unconditionally, recognizing, again, we've shown so many pictures of our toroidal field, right? Of our electromagnetic field, recognizing that it is powered by our heart. And even science proves that our electromagnetic field can be sensed by the nervous systems of other people and animals. So what is it that we're pumping out, right? A lot of times, in particular, guys, just a heads up, if you ever find like, man, I'm being bombarded with a ton of negative people around me, don't look at them. We got to look within. What are you putting out in the world that you're attracting? People are matching your wave. Okay? So when we elevate ourselves, when we use that divine healer within ourselves to elevate our own vibration through our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, getting out of that place of lack and fear and moving into the place of love and abundance and making decisions that way, then all of a sudden, by default, two things happen. Number one, the people who have been negative Nellies, they either will raise up to meet you, or they'll fall away. Or number two, you start attracting more positive people who are on that same wavelength, that same vibration, that same mindset that you're on. And again, we're reminded that as we go through this transition, to have patience with ourselves, and to understand that there are unforeseen things going on. Be patient with yourself. What you're asking for is coming. It's coming about. Have patience, as there are unforeseen factors that need to first occur. Now, I want to remind you guys, we've been getting the card quite a bit, the Steampunk Priestess. And Steampunk Priestess tells us that in the picture, she's got on these big glasses, right? These big lens glasses. And she's got this little lens at the bridge of the nose on her glasses. And that lens in particular is to focus. And it basically signifies we can't always go by what we're seeing here in the natural, right? What we need to focus on is our divinely led intuition. What we need to focus on is our divine guidance within. All right, I see we're having some more internet connection issues. All right. And let me just see here. Drea's saying, I have a saying, if one or two people think you're a bitch, it's probably them. If everyone says you're a biatch, it's probably you. Drea, you are absolutely right. I completely agree with you on that one. You are absolutely right. You know, one or two people, we can take it with a grain of salt. When everybody's coming at you being like, then it's probably not everybody. It's probably us. So a lot of times we have to get accustomed to looking within ourselves for the answers, right? And then the other thing, again, is remembering your desire. It's within reach. It's honestly within reach. Have faith as everything is working out in your favor. Now, so oftentimes we get the card Diana from our goddess deck, and she tells us to keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions. Your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will reach your mark. Sit. Focused on your target, and you will reach your mark. So, guys, again, this is why I'm saying we need to be in complete alignment with self. We can't have our minds over here. It's one thing if we set intentions, and we're saying them every day, every day, every day. And we want this to manifest, but our heart's going, yeah, right. Wouldn't that be cool? This sucks. I'm over here. Right? All right. I feel like we have one more message. By the way, guys, do you have any particular questions? I'm sorry. I know that the internet is cutting out a little bit. So I am going to shorten this just a skosh. I don't know what it is. And the thing of it is like, I'm maybe 20 yards from the, from the modem, but it's okay. We're going to keep rolling. All right, let's see if we have anything else. What else do you have for us? We're going to talk to our goddesses really fast. Since, you know, I am goddess life, and that's where we're at in this world. All right. Thank you, goddesses. What do you have for the goddess round today? What do you have as we move into new moon? What do you have? Ooh, hello. Y'all saw it. Okay, guys. This is the last card. Okay. This is one of my favorite cards. And you have to take this with a grain of salt. Sit. With a grain of salt. Rhiannon. And y'all know how much I love this card. Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Now, what I love is I specifically, asked about, sorry, wrong side, going into new moon. Anyway, we have a moon there. But one of the things I love, in particular, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear, that's the key phrase, clear intentions into reality. So as we get ready to move into new moon tomorrow, and as we know, new moon is the time that we set our new intentions. And at full moon, they come into completion, all right? So what I want to know in particular is how clear are you on your intentions? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? If you reach this goal, if you set this intention, what does the end feel like? What is that end feeling, right? It's one thing to say, oh, my intention is to, pay my bills. Okay, but I need it to be clear and concise. I want to know which bills. I want to know how much. I want to know what is that feeling going to be like once you pay those bills off, right? What is that feeling? So once you do that, you set your intentions. I want you to hold the feeling of it being done. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a couple thumbs up if that makes sense. I want you to hold the feeling. So we're not just going to sit here and think about, oh my God, I'm so broke. I need this to happen. I need this money. Oh, I got to pay off these bills. We're not doing that. What we're doing is we're operating from the place of love and abundance. Oh my gosh, I feel so loved and supported by God, by the universe, by the world, by people. I feel so amazing that I was able to pay my cards off. I feel great that, that I'm not in debt. We are acting from the I am standpoint. So when we set those intentions, we hold the vibration of how it feels when it's already done, okay? Every morning we're getting up and we're repeating our intentions and we're operating from that standpoint of, yes, it's already done. It's already done. We move from a place of believing to a place of knowing. Not always easy. Bear with me, guys. I'm thirsty. We move from a place of believing to a place of knowing. So the biggest message that I'm getting here as I look at our message for today, or our cards for today, in particular, is to ground yourself. Stay focused. What is that innate desire within you? It's something that you're good at. It makes you feel great and you want to share it with other people. You may be a golf instructor. You love golfing. And every time you golf, you feel so renewed and invigorated, right? And maybe you have an innate desire to want to share your golfing techniques with other people. Understand that that's a part of your life purpose. That is a way for you to let your light shine. It doesn't matter how we reach people, whether it be through golf, whether it be through deep sea fishing, whether it be through doing oracle readings or doing courses or lectures. All that matters is that you're walking within your life purpose and you are letting your light shine. And we talk about this all the time. Two things happen when you let your light shine. You, A, attract the people whom you were put on this earth to help, but you also attract the people who are on this earth to help you. Remembering that we have infinite support. We have infinite support, and it is divine support. It is not just in our spiritual realm, but it is also here on this earth. And guys, I can't tell you enough. When you start walking in your life purpose, when you're setting your abundance-based intentions, You'll say something one day like, man, I really need a new computer. And then 2 days later, somebody's like, hey, so I bought this computer and it doesn't really work for me. And I just need to get rid of it so I can get something else. Do you want this? It's like $100. And then they're like, well, but I paid $800 for it. And you're going, yeah, I'll take it. Those coincidences start to flow in your favor. And the Bible even speaks of this. It says the blessings will come and overtake you, which is almost like, I'm so overwhelmed with blessings. I don't know about you, but I like being overwhelmed with blessings. And again, remember that as you walk in your life purpose, as you are keeping your mind, body, and spirit focused, your thoughts, feelings, and actions, not just one, not just a couple, but all of them, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions focused on your target, focused on your clear-cut intentions, know that things are happening behind the scenes that are bringing those to you. Your desires are within reach. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up because, again, I know we're having a little bit of spotty internet, and really, God just said, we're done. I think y'all get the message. But does anyone have any questions? Is there anything that you want to know for yourself in terms of this reading in particular? If you have any personal questions and you would like to get a personal goddess reading, I highly suggest that you go to iamgoddesslife.com. Again, that's iamgoddesslife.com. Fill out the form right there on the page, and from there you will be able to request your free goddess reading. Guys, I typically will will be with you in less than 24 hours. On a day like today, I'll probably be with you in about an hour or two. So go ahead and fill out the information. One of the things that I'll say in particular is if you have anything specific that you want to know, if you have questions, to hold those questions in your heart. So that way when I'm praying, I know to ask God specifically, what that is. The other thing to that is to recognize that sometimes we get direct answers, but even when we don't get direct answers, we always get the information that we need. Does that make sense? Okay. I hope that makes sense. So you are definitely welcome to go to iamgoddesslife.com. You're welcome to message me there. Visit the contact us page, or the contact page in particular. That comes to my phone, so I usually can respond to that really pretty quickly. But again, don't hesitate to let me know. Jessica says, I definitely need a reading on vacay. Yes, Jessica, I will definitely bring my cards on vacation. So I'm super excited. Yeah, we'll be doing that on the beach. So I will definitely bring them because I'm going to record some readings while we're there too. I love a beach setting as well. So I'm super excited as we travel around. And heads up, guys, I know Jessica and I have been talking about Miami and heading out into the ocean, but don't forget that there is an emerging goddess retreat coming up in March of 2018 in Puerto Rico. And here's the amazing thing. Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth of America, so don't even worry about a passport. They use the US dollar, and so you're pretty much good to go. So let's go ahead and start planning for that. I fully intend on, I've got my first couple of people lined up. I'm so excited to announce that, but we will announce the full details in September, probably about mid-September. And that'll give you about 6 months. And what we'll do is set it up for those who need a payment plan. No worries. But lots and lots and lots of amazing things to come. And I am actually, I've got the first 2 sessions recorded. I actually redid the Emerging Goddess Challenge. So we'll be re-releasing that early September as well. Like I said, right now I'm on the road. And so I'm here specifically to help family. But they've been patient enough with me for me to go to the gym and get my work done as well. But so once I get back, then we'll make sure that that is in full swing, and you'll be seeing me push. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, visit iamgoddesslife.com, shoot me a message, all that good jazz. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Again, I apologize that it's later in the day, but you know what? Better late than never, right? I'm just happy I made it to farmer's market and made it to go get some food. Or to the gym. Well, see, I'm always talking about food. To the gym. I love you, ladies, lots. Hey, before we go, let's social it up one more time. Chug-a-lug. Boop. Hit like when you're done. And I will see you on the flip side.